Томас, я не хочу здесь проторчать весь день. Давай шевелись. Людям страшно. Нам он нужен. За мной. Я уже слишком стар для такого. Тебе нужно присесть, чтобы пролезть под лентой. Давай пойдем. Тело гниет, пока мы говорим. Дежурный патрульный сказал, что был использован манекен. Просто как спичечник. Весь чертов город кишит больными убийцами. Боже, и почему они всегда убивают на таких кишащих нечистью свалках? Почему они не могут выбрать хорошее место без наркоманов и банд? И место, где не было бы так темно? Боже мой! Я чуть не выстрелил. Пойдем. От этого места у меня мурашки по коже. Томас, я не хочу здесь проторчать весь день. Давай шевелись. Твоя дурацкая машина сломала мой фонарь. Лучше включи свой. Говорят, ты боишься темноты?
1.14. 1.14. Сообщите, федералы прибыли.
Беккер на связи. ФБР на месте. Конец связи.
Вас поняла.
Агент Томас, это офицер Беккер. Беккер обнаружил тело во время патрулирования. Агент? Черт! Тупой ублюдок. Томас.
Привет, Томас. Это лейтенант Росса. Сейчас я работаю с тобой в лаборатории. Наша беспроводная система передачи данных дает возможность исследовать и собирать доказательства на месте преступления и передавать их мне для анализа. Когда я получу результаты, я свяжусь с тобой через твой телефон. Хорошо, приступим к работе. Давай для начала определим причину смерти. Когда инстинкты подсказывают, что улики поблизости, приготовь инструменты. Система выберет нужный инструмент, не волнуйся. Используя ультрафиолетовый свет на теле, найди место травмы. Оно будет светиться ярко-пурпурным. Секунду. Задушено руками. Очень сильно. Видны следы пальцев. За исключением... Синяки на шее указывают на то, что убийца правша, и у него нет указательного пальца на руке. Должно быть что-то еще, что-то, чего мы не видим. Обведи лазером место преступления. Если там есть улики, они засветятся зеленым светом.
Эй, Беккер, выключи свет. Лазер агента лучше работает в темноте.
Обработка изображения. Вот оно, та же метка.
Точно такая же, как и другие?
Это работа парня, которого мы называем спичечник. Жестоко убивает молодых женщин, ставит их в ужасающие позы с манекенами из мужского отдела магазина. У манекена всегда что-то не так с лицом.
Осмотр книги в мусорке что-нибудь дал? Спорим, у киллера та же марка.
Пока ничего.
Беккер, на месте преступления не курят. Да я не курю. Тогда кто же это курит? Это вон там. Проклятие! Я чувствую сигаретный дым. Он прямо над нами. Срочно вызывайте подкрепление. Это офицер Беккер. Нам срочно нужно подкрепление. 4-й и Старк. Подозреваемый в убийстве, возможно, до сих пор в здании.
Подкрепление уже в пути. Будут через 10 минут.
Вас понял. Мы с Беккером выйдем через пожарный выход. Вы ждите здесь подкрепление. Черт. Ладно, теперь он играет с нами. Смена планов. Беккер, охраняй эту дверь. Томас, проверь здание и выключи это освещение снова. Все чисто, агент. Чем быстрее мы это закончим, тем лучше. Вперед! И ради бога, будьте осторожны. Агент Томас, офицер Беккер. Не знаю, под каким он сейчас новым наркотиком. Дай сюда. Томас Диккенсон. Один скоро будет у вас. Наркоман что-то замышляет. Эй, свинья! Я знаю, что ты там. Федеральный агент, выходите, или мне придется применить силу. Пошел в жопу!
О да, Томас, город ими просто кишит. Убийцы, маньяки, сумасшедшие. Их там полно. Они пойдут на любые самые жестокие убийства. Так что будь, пожалуйста, осторожен.
Умри. Бах. Томас! Томас, отвечай! Что там происходит? Мы слышали взрыв. Да-да, я в порядке. Предохранитель закоротило. Я, кажется, застрял здесь и думаю, что у подозреваемого мое оружие. Что? Как это произошло, черт возьми? Вот. Возьми этот пожарный топор и пробей себе выход. Ты всегда можешь найти предметы, чтобы пройти мимо барьеров. Ты даже можешь использовать топор или молоток в качестве оружия. Они наносят значительный урон, но очень медленные в действии. Размахивая свинцовой трубой, ты можешь очень быстро разбивать головы противникам. Окей, да, тебе нужны подсказки. Я и Беккер пойдем другим путем. Попытайся остаться невредимым. А, еще одно. Если окажешься в затруднительной ситуации, используй лазер, чтобы временно обезвредить цель. Если будешь достаточно близко, он тебе сильно поможет для обезвреживания бездельников. Получай! Каково оно быть по ту сторону оружия? Но послушай, ты придурок, не подставь нас. Мы оба на одной и той же тропе справедливости.
Томас!
И на пути много странных поворотов. Полиция! Бросайте оружие живо! Приготовься к смерти, агент Томас. Они придут снова. Привет, Этан. Кто ты? Что происходит? Успокойся. Меня зовут Малком Ван Хорн. Я был хорошим другом твоего отца. Да, я помню тебя. Давно это было. Но почему ты сейчас здесь? Вчера вечером? Но я был поблизости. Неудачная сцена. Ты сделал все, что мог, но этого невозможно было изменить. Детективы? Они мертвы. Застрелены из твоего оружия, и тебя обвинят в их смерти. Смешно, я это им скажу. Что? Сказать им правду? Они уже решили, что будет правдой. Я не могу просто так бросить свое бюро. У тебя его уже забрали. Присоединяйся ко мне и помоги себе сам. Открывайте, это полиция! Черт! Бери свою сумку и иди к станции метро. Встретимся позже. Агент Томас, мы знаем, что вы там. Открывайте немедленно. Этан, ты должен доверять мне. Я здесь, чтобы помочь. Теперь иди. Извините, офицер, вы разбудили меня. Нет, я не знаю, где мистер Томас. Что ты здесь забыл? Меня зовут Малком Ван Хорн. Я старый друг семьи. Он пригласил меня остаться, но, наверное, забыл, что я лишь сегодня прибываю. Пожалуйста, стойте спокойно. Мы должны обыскать здание.
Я все еще на связи.
Слава богу, я думал, что они закроют вход в мою лабораторию.
Они все еще могут, это им не пришло в голову.
Я не убивал тех ребят.
Я знаю, Томас, но я не уверена в том, что я делаю или что знаю. Но я тебе все равно доверяю, и уже давно.
Понял. Так что там с фотографиями?
Ну что ж, перейдем прямо к делу? Это твой снимок, Томас, в твоей комнате. Я помню эту омерзительную софу с прошлогодней рождественской вечеринки. Ее, наверное, подобрали где-нибудь на улице?
Со станции метро?
Похоже, что так. Я также вижу пятна на объективе фотоаппарата. Найди хороший образец и передай его мне. Хорошо, анализирую химический состав. Жидкость это С41 для проявки цветных фотографий. Обычно она встречается у фотографов-фанатов, которые делают свои цветные снимки. Более безопасно делать самому, так как нет записи в фотостудии.
Подожди, эти фотографии обрабатывались здесь, где-то на станции.
Это мое предположение.
Это Томас.
Это Ван Хорн. Слушай и молчи. У меня немного времени. Полиция сейчас обыскивает, или лучше сказать, уничтожает твою квартиру. Похоже, они не верят в твою невиновность.
Но я не виновен.
Я знаю это. Ты должен это доказать. Еще одно. У тебя особенный талант, дар, который есть у немногих. У нас нет времени, чтобы обсудить твои инстинкты.
Говорит Томас.
Этан, это Ван Хорн.
Откуда ты знаешь этот номер?
Я знаю многое о тебе, Этан. Я наблюдал за тобой со смерти твоего отца. Я надеюсь, что ты найдешь свой потенциал.
Мой потенциал?
Да, ты стал отличным следователем. Не из-за тренировок или удачи, а благодаря инстинктам. Скоро ты узнаешь, что способен увидеть гораздо больше.
Снова про инстинкты.
Один дар от... возможно, не от Бога. Помни, они могут помочь тебе и другим. Я должен идти. Будь осторожен.
Дай мне секунду. Частичный отпечаток ничему не соответствует. Здесь не с чем работать. Смотри дальше. Получилось. Эти копии лучше. Они совпадают с найденными раньше. Но у меня ничего нет. Местная полиция, ФБР, УНБ, база данных Патриот, Интерпол. Ни одной записи. Я буду искать дальше. Передается снимок. Интересно. Из первого сканирования видно 18 вырезок из газет. 11 из нашего вечернего выпуска. 7 из газет ближайшей группы. Одна тема – серийные убийцы. Большинство из них отличаются, но все это дела, над которыми вы работали. Кто-то делал пометки черным фломастером. Нужно проанализировать пометки. Может, мы сможем понять, что они означают. четкие. Возьми образец. Он перепуган и вспотевший, как лошадь. Хорошо, поняла. Начало анализа образца ДНК. Это займет какое-то время. Ты можешь чем-то заняться пока что? Получила. Это график поездов, но там есть какие-то тени. Улучшение графики.
Это его крысиная дыра, какой должна быть. Я нашел его робу возле шкафчика.
Ублюдок налегке, верно? Осматривайся дальше. У него должно быть еще что-то, кроме шкафчика. Я свяжусь, когда очищу снимок.
Говорит Томас.
Этот документ – стандартное расписание поездов. Было применено давление для осветления 2 маршрутов, оба из центральной станции метро. Маршрут 16 к Барнсайду отходит в 5:10, 7:30, 9:30 утра. Маршрут 66В в Бриер. Это маленький фермерский городок к северо-западу. Отходит в 9:30 утра и в полночь.
Это эпицентр его внимания, значит, он регулярно посещает эти места.
Я тоже выделила ДНК из образца пота, найденного в поезде. Он совпадает с ДНК Сокурка. Вероятность 99,8. Тот, кого вы ищете, есть убийца полицейских.
Спичечник, я так думаю. Чего-то все еще не хватает.
Изображение получено. Похоже на копию вагона метро Хоман. Изучение регистрации местных бизнесменов показал, что Холман был подрядчиком города на вагоны пару лет назад.
Да, я не видел этих вагонов уже много лет.
Посмотри поближе район, обведенный красным. Его сложно рассмотреть. Обведенная часть красной шариковой ручкой. Это купе вагона. Томас. Они обычно запечатывают двери в эти вагоны, когда заканчивается гарантия. Лом может помочь. Попробуй вон тот вагон. Когда будешь внутри, найди купе. Грязь на конце лома – это обычная штукатурка. Из-за примесей она имеет розовый оттенок.
Манекены супермаркета?
Так и есть. Комплирую данные в трехмерную модель. Отпечаток большого парня, размер 14D. Отпечаток соответствует отпечатку ботинок Баджера. Я буду искать покупателя, а ты можешь их взять. Кстати, на этих отпечатках что-то есть. Вероятно, та же штукатурка, что и раньше. Передадите данные. Супермаркет Барта? Минутку. 645 Бернсайд. Отошли отдел 14 лет назад. Группа скотоводов почти сразу их поглотила, и сейчас это не очень хорошая местность.
Возможно, матчмейкер будет там много частей манекенов. Но что это? Аванпост, второй магазин. Вероятно, нужно пойти туда.
Да, только не увлекайся. Копы даже не заезжают в Барнсайд, если им не приходится. Это ужасная территория, и там разные люди. Они еще хуже. Отойдите от платформы. Сейчас метро работает по расписанию вторника. Маршрут 6 к 12-му авеню. Маршрут 9 к Нью-Монтгомери. Маршрут 16 к Барнсайд прибывает на 16-ю платформу. Не держите двери поезда. Томас, путь 16 на Бернсайд. Этот поезд доставит тебя прямо к универмагу.
Поспешу, и все получится.
Yeah.
Thomas, it's Farrell. Running from the Bureau will do no good. You know we'll find you eventually. Look, I understand. The caseload became too much. You weren't solving cases like you used to. You're talented, high-strung. You snapped. It happens sometimes.
Look, I did not snap. Someone else killed those policemen. It looks like it might have been the matchmaker.
With your gun? That seems unlikely, doesn't it? We have psychiatric staff that can help you sort things out.
With all due respect, I don't need a shrink. Maybe I have gone crazy. Look, Farrell.
This isn't Farrell. It's Malcolm Van Horn. Has your boss been bothering you?
Yes.
To be expected. They're not going to let this drop. You must continue with your investigation. Do you understand? Do you understand?
Yes. I mean, no. What do you want from me, Malcolm? What's going on?
Going on? You're being investigated by the FBI for the murder of 2 police officers. That's what's going on. You will be tested, Thomas. Of that you can be sure. I must go.
Image received. Right-handed print, missing the right index finger. This matches what we got from the crime scene. I processed all the prints. And Thomas, the print you got from the tape recorder at the metro station isn't on this hand.
I don't get it. What does that mean?
I'm not sure. I'm just saying that the print from the tape recorder wasn't made by the same hand. Give me a sec. Blood droplet size and dispersal pattern indicate victim sustained a heavy blow. Height of blood on wall indicates it's possibly a head wound. Compiling. Cross-referencing. The footprint is an exact match to the print I found in the metro station car. It may be the matchmaker, but I'm still concerned about that rogue fingerprint from the tape recorder. Keep following the trail. It may lead to answers. Maybe even a body.
I would if I could, but this part of the department store is flooded. His trail ends here.
It might be a long shot, but try using your gas spectrometer. Dead bodies start decaying immediately, producing hydrogen sulfide and traces of methane. If there's a body, you should be able to sniff it out. The air sample contains usual city pollutants and high concentrations of mold spores, and here we go. Methane. It's relatively weak, but definitely there. Image received. Well, what do we have here? A matchmaker scene. But it's not quite right. Looks like you have a male corpse and a female mannequin. Exactly the opposite of normal. Well, not normal. Thomas, photograph the victim's face. Shape and color of the facial mark is consistent with the painted marks on all the male mannequins in previous matchmaker crime scenes. But this is strange. Thomas, get a shot of his right hand, will you? Yes, he's missing his right index finger, and it doesn't look like it's a recent loss either.
This guy's the matchmaker. Well, he certainly didn't kill himself and set it up this way.
See what else you can find. Damn, no usable DNA traces. Killer must have worn gloves, but there is something.
What is it?
Too early to call. Small particles that show up as a potential organophosphate pesticide. I'll work more on that and see what we get.
We know you're in here. Get yourself out! I
think I've got something, Thomas.
The newspaper clippings you found in the room at the metro station, each of the articles talks about a serial killer that was on your case list. 9 names were mentioned. Of those, 7 of the 9 were crossed out in each of the clippings by a black felt tip marker. The only names that weren't crossed out were the matchmaker and the torturer. Of the names that were crossed out, all those cases have gone cold.
And now you can cross off the matchmaker. Wait, are you implying that there's someone stalking serial killers? So what, he goes around killing killers and then he marks off their name in his little personal diary?
It sounds ridiculous, doesn't it?
It does, but it adds up. It almost makes sense. Hold on. Ah, shit. Rosa, I have to call you back. Yeah.
You were going to call me back.
Sorry. So, the fingerprint in the metro station and the boot print are not the matchmakers, but this other guy. So, is he the torturer?
Doubtful. It's not the torturer's MO. Think about it. The final murder in each of those cases on your list ended with a killing similar to the previous ones. This guy goes around and kills the killers in the same way that they're killing the innocent. He's like an Uber killer, a serial killer X, a perp not on your original case list.
So, this serial killer X kills serial killers. He takes them down using their own methods. If the torturer is still at large, what's his MO?
Pretty sick stuff. He likes to abduct people, torture them for fun, then let them loose and hunt them down. His goal is to drive them to suicide so he doesn't actually deliver the final blow.
What is this city coming to? All right, so I've got to find the torturer and save his ass so the new killer doesn't kill him?
Life of an agent.
Yeah, well, I'm no longer an agent, apparently.
Sorry. Look, I can't get you the Bureau dossier on the torturer now, as you can imagine. But we can find out some public information. And I have something else you need to see.
Okay. Well, it's too dangerous for me to come to the Bureau. Can you meet me at the city library?
You know there's been a fire there. The whole thing's shut down for repairs.
Exactly. There's damage, but there's got to be a terminal or two still working. And no one will know. Can you meet me there in 15 minutes?
I'll be there. We're getting reports of violent outbreaks near your current location.
Damn, and that means the cops.
You need to get the hell out of there.
This is the Metro Police. Disperse immediately.
What the hell was that?
Thomas, I'm at the library. Where are you?
Rosa, be quiet.
Hey, Smithy! Johnson, wait up!
Rosa, are you still there?
Very few people can tell me to shut up and get away with it.
Sorry, I'll be there in a couple minutes.
Hurry. I have a feeling I'm not alone here. Thomas! Thomas, over here! This might not have been a good idea. Squatters and addicts have moved in, and they don't like company. Come this way. I have something to show you. I used my security clearance to do a little checking up on you. I found this folder in your supplemental personnel file. During your last physical, they found several abnormalities. For starters, your bone and muscle densities are off the chart. You have a reputation for being tough, but who knew? You also have a hyperactive serotonergic system in the brain. What that means, I have no idea. And lastly, there's a chest x-ray that's been redacted.
Redacted?
Yeah, right where your esophagus and larynx are. Someone's blacked out the x-ray and added the notation, see subject's PR56. A PR56 is a special addendum to a personnel record, and yours is classified black. That's pretty top-level security, way beyond either you or me. Our government is awfully interested in you.
I didn't know.
Well, now you do. Maybe I shouldn't have told you, but there it is. Oh, and I also left something there on the counter for you. Popular modification to the standard taser. Jeez, Thomas, you okay? You looked like you were about to faint there. Come on, let's get this over with. Scavengers looking for parts to sell, or just maniacs destroying things. We have to find a terminal that isn't damaged. Hello. Looks like someone left the master key in the lock. You search this office. I'll take that one over there. Look for a computer that's in working order. It's a search engine specific to the library. Just type in the torturer's name, and we should get the latest info from the local news, including broadcast feeds. Damn it! Can anything else go wrong? We'll have to find the server room and get the network back.
Rosa! Rosa, are you there?
This is Rosa. I'm out of the lab at present, but will return shortly. In an emergency, please use my authorized bureau cell number.
Physical evidence received and stored.
This is Rosa. I'm out of the lab at present, but will return shortly. In an emergency, please use my authorized bureau cell number.
Physical evidence received and stored.
Back off, you bastard! Come any closer and I'll rip your head off!
Rosa, it's me, Thomas.
Oh, he must have clobbered me in the back of the head before taking off.
Are you okay? There were these shadowy things standing over you.
What? Look, while you're chasing shadows, that jerk tried to kill me. I bit him good though, right on the hand. Did you get any of the blood sampled? I saw some hit the floor.
Yes, sampled and transferred back to the lab.
Excellent. I can patch in through this computer and do a remote analysis. Bingo. DNA from the sample matches DNA taken from the metro station hideout. This is the guy. This is our serial killer X. He killed a policeman, and he's been killing all of the other guys on your case list.
What did he want with you?
He wanted to know what we knew about the torturer. He made me look it up on the net. He knows the whole MO now. The abduction, torture, suicide thing. Thomas, the torturer is on your case list, and he's the only one whose trail hasn't gone cold since we ran into this serial killer X. X wants the torturer to die. He's hunting him down. Take a look at this. This is Jennifer Alden reporting from police headquarters. Developments in the case of the torturer serial killer. A retired gym teacher from the city's juvenile rehabilitation program has informed police of contact he had almost 8 years ago with a troubled youth named Carl Anderson, who reported fantasies that matched the torturer's methods exactly. Authorities are now asking the public to inform police if they know of Carl Anderson's whereabouts. Do not approach the suspect, as he should be considered armed and dangerous. Sources within the police department are telling me they are also concerned because their informant can no longer be located. Department spokespersons have refused comment on this latest development. This is Jennifer Alden reporting for News Channel 5.
Carl Anderson. A gym teacher tells the cops on you, and now the teacher can't be found. Okay, Rosa, we have to find the school where this teacher worked.
School and city district records are in the basement. Follow me. Hopefully this key will get us where we need to go. Sounds like an animal is crawling around up there.
Damn, that hurt.
Thomas, you okay down there?
Yeah. Busted my flashlight, though.
Stay put. I thought I saw something down there in the dark. I'll be there in a minute.
Thomas, it's me. Snap out of it. Here, take my flashlight. Make your way around to the doors on the other side. I'll let you in there. Don't take too long. Standing in the dark without my flashlight makes me nervous. How convenient. Okay, jump down and see if you can find your way back to the stairs. I'll go back this way. Lead through this area.
Okay, 8 years ago would put the kid and the teacher at the same school in 1997. Here it is.
Anderson Carl. There's a lot of Carl Andersons, but I bet this is our guy. He was enrolled or sentenced to an educational rehabilitation center for the severely troubled. St. Joseph's Secondary on Northeast 52nd and Fremont. It's been closed for 5 years, and no wonder. That's one of the worst parts of town. Christ, the cops have just been letting it go to hell for years.
Yeah, what about the faculty?
It doesn't list occupations, just a list of names. I'll take it back to the lab and see what I can find. It's him. He's been listening to us.
It looks like we've attracted other unwanted attention.
What about our serial killer X?
He's got the same information we do, so that means he's also going to go to the school. Perhaps I can catch 2 killers with one net.
I'll drive you there, then head back to HQ and work on that faculty list.
Thomas, it's Malcolm. How are you doing? Is the investigation going well?
It's going as well as it can be. Wait, what are you doing here? How did you know where to find me?
Oh, just a coincidence. Saw you from across the street.
Coincidence? I don't know what your game is here, Van Horn, but I've got a job to do, if you'll excuse me.
Good timing. Just walked in. Start sending data when ready. Processing. This may take a few. Human tissue. Color, adipose deposits, and adjacent facial hair stubble indicate that these are human lips and facial skin. Also, I've run the faculty list. The gym teacher at your location during Carl Anderson's tenure was a man by the name of Samuel Tibbets. And before you ask, yes, Tibbets' medical records provided his blood type. It's a match with the facial tissue. Go ahead. Transfer complete. It's Tibbets. Fingerprints from his personnel file match the hand. It looks like the torturer got to him before we did.
Thomas speaking.
Thomas, I just wanted to make sure you met me out front when we were done. I didn't want to interfere with the investigation, but...
Transfer data when ready. Not much new here. I'll run a DNA profile.
The trail just ends at a bank of lockers.
Thomas, have you looked inside? I believe you found Mr. Tibbets. Image seems to match personnel file. It didn't come through properly, though. Can you take a close-up?
Help me.
Help is on the way. Who did this to you?
Carl Anderson.
The torturer. Okay, take it easy. Do you know where he is now?
Other man came to Carl away. Left me here to die.
Rosa, send an EMT immediately. Cancel.
2 points of note. DNA taken from the hair matches current profile we've established for the guy who's been stalking you, the guy we're calling Serial Killer X. Also, there are some additional organophosphate particles present.
Similar to the pesticide we found on the matchmaker's neck?
An exact match. I've been running an analysis on those samples. It's azinphos-methyl and is class 1, highly toxic. Was previously used as an insecticide for all sorts of agricultural crops, now banned for domestic use, and can only be used commercially by permission. This particular formulation includes some other trace chemicals and can be matched to a brand name called Applewell. I've put in a contact to the company to see if we can get a purchaser's list.
Applewell. Apples.
Yes, as I said, it was used on all sorts of agricultural crops. Apples would be one of those.
Yeah, the town of Briar's pretty rural. Any chances there's an apple orchard up there?
I'll get right on it. Got it. There are no currently licensed fruit orchards in the town or the surrounding countryside of Briar. But there was one once. Appleseed Orchard, just outside of Briar on Route 4. In business for 40 years, but closed its doors just 10 years ago after a tremendous outbreak of apple maggots. The orchard never recovered. Curious, though. County deeds show it's owned by an out-of-state real estate firm.
So why are you in on this?
I have a sense of responsibility. I needed to help.
Help? You mean with my investigation?
Yes, among other things.
There was a time I thought I was the best investigator the Bureau ever had. Now it seems they were interested in me for other reasons.
What do you mean?
I saw my file. Apparently I'm some sort of circus freak to them.
That may not be helpful. I wonder how much they know of what is happening. I would stay away from the Bureau as long as I could.
It's not like I have much choice, since they still think I killed those 2 officers.
Their deaths were unfortunate, but maybe it's best this way.
Best? You seem to know a lot more about what's happening than you're letting on.
This is Appleseed Orchard Estate. Stay on your toes. I'll drop you off at the house and head over to the barn. I'll meet up with you later.
We're connected. Go ahead. Got it. Strange. It looks important, though. Look around. There may be more to this riddle. A clue, perhaps. See if you can find more. Another piece of the puzzle. Keep searching. dark path to righteousness is beyond what you see yourself to be. I'm running the phrase through lexical databases, but not getting anything. Continue searching the house. Maybe its meaning will become apparent. Thomas, I might have something. That phrase, the dark path to righteousness is beyond what you see yourself to be. Maybe it's silly, but think about it. Something in which you see yourself to be. Well, that could be a mirror, or something reflected. So the path is beyond that. Worth a look. Image received.
It looks like it's about me.
It is. Did a quick scan. There's a few newspaper stories about your investigations. It's even got internal bureau newsletter articles on your career progress, promotions, postings, things like that. The last few pages are newspaper clippings about serial killers not being found. Some of these are circled in red, with a big exclamation point beside them. Looks kind of like our serial killer X has been following your life and career pretty closely.
Yeah, but why?
Maybe he likes a challenge. Maybe he's chosen you to go up against and he's trying to understand his enemy.
Maybe, but I don't know. Seems more to it than that.
God, please. I can't take this anymore. My ears. My hands.
Transfer when ready. Cross-referencing print. A positive match. This guy's Carl Anderson, the one the press calls the torturer.
Christ, it looks like serial killer X got to him, painted him up, tortured him, drove him to suicide, just like Anderson did to his victims.
Our man must be near. Be careful.
Your lab access is terminated as of now. Taxpayers wouldn't like you using resources when you're officially on suspension.
Farrell, listen to me. Talk to Rosa. We're this close to getting the guy.
I don't know what poor innocent schmuck you're chasing, but stop it, now. Come into the Bureau, give yourself up and we'll talk. There are things we need to discuss.
I can't do it, Farrell.
Then play it your way, but we'll find you. Count on it.
Looks like you're on your own, Thomas.
Carl? Carl? Come on, Mr. Torturer. Don't you want to know what it feels like? We're not even half done. Carl, you know how this will end. I was put on this earth to bring you to justice. Your fate is in my hands. Oh, Carl. You've given up.
Wait for it.
It's a shame.
Wait for it.
Well, perhaps you know what you have put others through. Although it makes you even more pathetic that you weren't brave enough to kill yourself. Now I'll have to do the job and make it look right. So sad.
Now! Ugh. You shouldn't have come here.
Can't you see what I'm trying to do?
Leland! Nephew, please listen to me. I am here to help. You are not yourself. You are not in your right mind. Let me help you. I know of what I speak.
Welcome to consciousness, my friend. Though you won't enjoy it long. We were good in the beginning. But you turned out to be kind of a failure, didn't you? You still don't get it? I've been using you, Ethan Thomas. I watched you and followed you and used you to find the serial killers you so desperately sought and then killed them. Okay, I must admit, I was a bit dramatic. Killed them the same way they'd killed their own victims. A bit of fun, you know. I got good at it. Shame it ruined you at the Bureau. But some things are unavoidable. Of course, since you're no longer going to be any help, there's no reason to go on this way. How would you prefer to die? And I didn't like the torturer's methods much. Too risky. Perhaps a slit across the throat, like the roadside carver. Ah, short and sweet. Or maybe the bone cutter. Neatly dissected the body, removed the internal organs, and labeled them for the police to find. Oh, yes, he was one of mine, too. We were so close to him, but I got there first. Perhaps it would be better if you lost a finger, like the matchmaker.
Quickly! You must find and destroy it. It has caused all this madness. Go, kill it, now!
You belong to us, Ethan. You have always belonged to us.
Malcolm! Malcolm!
I can never go back, can I?
No, not to the Bureau, not to your old life. Thomas, you have looked into the face of hate, the visage of evil. Know that hate is in your soul, too. It is, sadly, everywhere. Mastering one's fear and controlling one's hatred is perhaps the most difficult thing one can do.
Well, at least it's over. It's dead, and the killings will stop. Stop the car.
No, you still don't understand. He's done unspeakable things, even though those he killed were killers themselves. But he isn't responsible. He's not in his right mind. He's...
Stop the goddamn car now! Open the trunk.
Thomas, don't! He was a good boy. We were all good people. We were able to fight it back, most of us. My nephew was not as strong. He fell victim and destroyed so many things. We fought to save him. I must continue to do so.
I don't care whether the sick fuck is in his right mind or not.
Think of what you are doing! Both of you have a chance for redemption.
Redemption? Listen, old man, you used me just like he did. You used me to save your precious nephew, a serial killer. You're no better than he is.
You really know how to impress a lady, Thomas.
Around here, people keep to themselves.
Why the lay low routine?
I've been cleared of the murders, but my suspension has got me thinking. I guess I don't know who to trust anymore.
Yeah, tough break. Man, you look like crap.
Yeah, I've been better. You said you found something interesting?
Yes, very odd. A cult seems to be behind all this. We can tie them to the deaths of the serial killers investigated by your department.
A cult? The man responsible was Leland Van Horn.
Yes, I know. He manipulated both you and us, but where is he? We have no Leland Van Horn in custody.
Look, I explained all of this in my deposition to the Bureau.
But a lot of unanswered questions remain, Thomas, which brings me to why I'm here. Maybe we could make better sense of all this if a few more were found, but under the circumstances, you did well. Anyway, the results suggest a group may be behind all this, and lots of other criminal activity around the city. Do you know anything about this? Who these people are? Are you affiliated with them in any way?
Rosa, can I trust you?
Of course you can trust me, Thomas. We've been through a lot together.
Look, I have no idea what any of it means. Something weird, something unexplainable happened during my investigation, but truthfully, the questions you ask, I can't answer. I'm sorry, Rosa.
I'm sorry too, Thomas. I really am. Take care of yourself.